Well, you know the phrase, this ain't our first rodeo. And for the folks behind the Eagle Rodeo, it's not their first move either. For nearly 25 years, they've been putting on a rodeo, and one of the best ones in the Treasure Valley. And now they're doing it from yet another new location. This summer marks stop number 4 for the event after losing their lease with the city of Eagle last year. But in true rodeo fashion, they dusted themselves up, got back in the saddle, and with a little help from the community, they found a new patch of dirt to call home. And as our Aspen Shumpert shows us, the show must go on, and it will, beginning this Wednesday.
Come on, Haley!
For almost a quarter century, the Eagle Rodeo has been throwing down in the town of Eagle.
He's getting set up, he's ready to go. Come on.
But this summer's 4 nights full of bull riding, barrel racing, and roping, you'll find them in a new location once again.
Last year, our lease was terminated with the city of Eagle at our old grounds. So once that happened, we immediately started looking for a new home.
Michael Gallegos, the rodeo director, says after putting out a call for help on social media, the rodeo community responded.
It was amazing to see kind of the support we had looking for a home, different people reaching out, offering different places. This family that offered this one, talk about an absolute blessing for our rodeo.
Signing a 5-year lease for the rodeo's 4th home.
Right now we're at 6500 West Chaparral.
It's further down Highway 16 towards the Gem County line and tucked a couple miles down Chaparral Road. Gallegos says they lucked out with this dirt lot.
We have to be able to accommodate the parking. We have to try to find something that's somewhat flat, and this offered that.
With enough room for the arena, bleachers, and viewing areas, this location will also allow them to add about 300 to 500 more parking spots than they've had in the previous years.
Right now, our ticket sales are on par with what they've been the last few years, so we're expecting to have a lot bigger crowds every night this year, and we definitely have the parking to accommodate it.
But Gallegos says they haven't stopped looking for a permanent home, and they might secure one before the end of this lease.
Well, we absolutely don't want to keep moving around. It's, when you spend 3 straight months, working to get a rodeo ready, it's just a ton of work for us. And ideally, we want to find a permanent home. And we're still looking. We've got a couple that we're working on right now.
The team and a group of volunteers have been working non-stop the last 2.5 months to be ready for Wednesday, the first day of this year's rodeo.
Between getting the grounds ready, getting the bleachers built and set, making the modifications to them, definitely a ton of work.
But he says all that work will pay off when they see the crowds roll in for the festivities.
If you want a beautiful view while you're watching a rodeo, this one's going to be a tough one to beat.
Gallegos says the first year in a new location, which they've done multiple times, feels like the hardest to get ready because that means moving and resetting things up. But next year should be less entailed because the rodeo will keep everything up until it's time to get ready for the following year. And Joe, while they say they have enough parking, they are recommending people either carpool or rideshare. And if you do rideshare, you will get a drink token that you'll be able to use at the event.
Oh, okay. Well, that's always a nice little thing. And when does the rodeo kick off?
It kicks off tomorrow, goes through Saturday. They're really excited about it. They feel good about this 4th location, but like I mentioned, they are looking for a permanent home.
I know that it's also like such a major lift, and we saw the brand new digs. It's going to look different than in years past.
Yeah.
What was the vibe you got in terms of it being exciting, nerve-wracking? I mean, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, I think all of the above, especially the emphasis on the amount of work that goes in to getting a rodeo ready. They really love doing this, and they want to keep doing it, and so they hope that the public sees that they're working hard to continue to bring a rodeo to them every year, despite some moving around of locations multiple times.
I love it. The spirit of the West out here in Idaho. If you're new in town or you've never been to the Eagle Rodeo before, you got to go check it out. Tomorrow. Fantastic. Make sure to drink water. It's going to be hot out there. All right. Thank you so much, Aspen. We will be back here on the 208. Send us your comments. There's the number.